Okay, we're getting ready for a test flight. First thing we want to do is check the switch positions. So we want to make sure the camera switches are up. Landing gear switches down. Want to be in the OBS off. And we want to be in angle mode. We're going to be waiting for the GPS to catch up here. As you can see on the Typhoon H, it's already up to 15 satellites, and on the ST-16 it's on 16. We need enough satellites on both the ST-16 and the H in order to fly. The GPS antenna on the ST-16 is located right in here. And so you want to make sure you don't cover that up while you're flying or getting ready to fly, because you'll block the signal from the satellites. First thing I'm going to do is a compass calibration, because this aircraft is from out of town. So we'll go to calibration settings, and we'll press on compass, and then I'm going to initiate the compass calibration. Okay, we got the happy tone on the aircraft when I rebooted, and now I'm going to shut everything down. I'm going to shut the aircraft down. Since this is a test flight, I'm going to fly the first time without the camera. It's just safer that way. Right now I have 19 satellites on the aircraft and 18 on the ST-16. That's very good. We want to be about 30 feet away from the aircraft when we fly, just in case something goes wrong. So we'll start the motors. Everything looks good. It's really windy out here, and we're getting a snow squall. I check stability. We've got a very nice hover even though it's windy. I'm going to adjust the camera up here a little. Controls respond correctly. Very smooth. Okay, I'm going to let it sit here and hover for a little while. I want the flight controller to warm up. Make sure there's no issues with it. So we'll pause the video while I do that. Okay, the station keeping is excellent on this particular bird. bouncing around in the wind, but it's holding position very well. Because it's windy today, I'm going to do what I call a big red landing. If you press the red button, just a momentary touch. I'm gonna make sure we can see the aircraft here. Each time you give a momentary touch, the H drops down a little lower. When it gets down to about a foot or so off the ground, then just press and hold, and it will land and shut the motors off. In wind, that's important because otherwise when you land, it could try and tip over. And if you're holding the red button down, if it does tip over, it won't break any props or do any damage. Okay, now we're going to mount the camera. Okay, the camera is connected to the controller now. And notice the position of the antennas. You want the stick antennas kind of in a V position, pointing straight up. And if you're using the mushroom antenna, it also needs to point up because the signal comes from around the outside of the that antenna, and it's picking up the video signal from the camera. So we're going to start the video on the camera and we'll take off. I'm going to be watching the voltage closely because it's pretty cold today and I'm flying with an older battery. My voltage is already down to 14.8. These lipos do not like cold weather. And it's always better to it's always best to land with the nose pointed away from you so you don't lose orientation. We're going to do a red button landing again because of the wind. So we'll drop down and then press and hold. Motor shut off, made a smooth landing. Very good. So I think this aircraft is ready to go.